Hi students, very good morning. Today in this session we are going to learn IUPAC namings of inorganic compounds or coordination compounds. So, going for IUPAC naming of coordination compounds. So IUPAC is nothing but it's an international society, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It has given some set of rules on how to name a coordination compounds. Right? So first rule is first name cation. If we are having cation species, generally if we take a coordination complex, we will be having cation species or cation part. You can say cationic part. Okay. So, okay, you keep this in mind. First, we will be cationic part. Second, going for coordination pair. Okay, if there is cationic part, we name it as cationic part, whatever the compound is present, we name that. Then go for the coordination sphere. In coordination sphere, first name ligand. Okay, whatever the ligand is attached to the central metal atom, we name that ligand. Okay. If number is present, then name like bi, tri, teta, penta, hexa, hepta, like this. So you know very well that in our chemistry we have learned the IUPAC names. If you are having one carbon, it is called as B. If you have two, it is called as B. If you have three, it is called as pro, like that. Right? In the same way here also, if you are having two ligands, suppose you are having two cyanides. Cyano is general name. Bicyano, tricyano, tetracyano, pentacyano, hexacyano means hexacyano means 6 cyanides you are having. Pentacyano means 5 cyanides. Tetracyanides means 4 cyanides. Right? Like this based on the number. First you will be going for ligand. If there are more than one ligand is present, the same ligand I am saying, this is same ligand. Okay, if same ligand is present more than one time, then we will be taking this numbers. Okay, this way of writing the name in front of the ligand. Again I will be going for the coordination entity. In coordination entity, if you are having a ligand more than one, okay, suppose if I take the compound like K4, Fe, Cl6, if this is the compound, first what is our condition? Go for cationic part. In these two, this one is one part and this one is one part. Okay, these are two parts. This one cationic part, so we can write it as potassium. Cationic part, this one is finished. Next we go for coordination entity. In this coordination entity, cyanide is present. What is ligand? First name ligand. Ligand is there. Okay. Ligand, how many are there? 6 are there. So it becomes hexa. 6 are there. What is the ligand? This one side. So hexacyano. Up to here are clear. I have done a compound like this. First you are writing the cation species. Okay. Next you are going for the coordination entity. If the coordination species is cation species, then we should be going for coordination species only. Don't get confused. I will explain clearly. First cation species is finished, cation part is finished. Next is going for the coordination entity. In coordination entity, while doing coordination entity, first you should go for the ligand. Okay, you are having the ligand, right? So, a ligand, if there are more than one number, so how many are there? That one will be taking exam. This is cyano, so cyano. Right? Next, than one ligand is present. There are only one ligand many times. If more than one ligand, let me write it here. If more than one ligand is present, then go or name, then name according to alphabetical order of ligands. Getting me? See, what is the meaning of this sentence? I will show all the things, whatever the rules that we are learning in while solving the question. Right? More than one ligand. Suppose we are having say like this: Fe cyanide 4 times. Let me take 4 FCl. This is the compound. See, potassium, this is only cation part is finished. If you go for this coordination unit, okay. If you go for the coordination unit, go for the, you are having how many types of ligands? Okay, one ligand is 4 times here, nothing problem. How many ligands are there? You are having 3 ligands. One is cyanide ligand, one is chloride, one is chloride. So we can call this fluoro. This is fluoro cyanide. Why I am taking this? This is remember. See, this one is starting with C. This is there and this is C. So this one will be the last one. Okay, among these two, this one will be because first alphabet is over the second alphabet. H and Y. So H comes first. So by naming this coordination unit, this is potassium. Okay. Chloro, tetra, cyano, fluoro. Up here, see, we have now only 2 things. One is cationic part, and the other is going for coordination unity. In coordination unity, first the ligand is seen. How many ligands are there? Okay, you are going with respect to number of ligands, right? After that, if there is more than one ligand, then what we will be doing? We will be going according to the naming of ligand in the alphabetical order, right? And third, see, what we can say? The remaining thing is iron. If central atom is anionic part, it is named as A. Okay, A is the term you should add to the central atom. This one. When if the entire coordination sphere is negative, so if you go for this one, what's the negative part? FeCl6 like this. It means coordination entity you are getting as negative species. Then you should add A. So see, hexa, cyano, then this is ferrate, ferrous. Okay, ferrous. I said to add A, so it is ferrate. If there is cobalt, cobaltate. Okay, if this one is positive species, suppose if I say this is that is positive species, no A. In this condition, no A. Here, no A is given. Only ferron, only iron, because this is Fe. So first you should go for the cationic species. Next, go for the coordination sphere. In coordination sphere, go for the ligand. Afterwards, go check the number how many ligands are there. After that, check how many different types of ligands are there. If different types of ligands are present, then go for the alphabetical order of writing the names. Right? And if the central atom is the anionic part, if the central atom is present in the anionic part, that is coordination sphere. If the coordination sphere is anionic in nature, then the central atom will be getting the suffix as A. Right? Are you clear with these points? Right. See here we have gone through ligands. If ligands, this is the basic thing for ligands. Now if you see the ligands, what happens? In naming ligands will be three types. Okay? Ligands, three types. One is positive, one is negative, one is neutral. See, I am not talking monodentate, bidentate, tridentate. Now I am talking only with respect to all monodentate only. Okay? Ligands monodentate. Ligands which are of monodentate, again they are of three types. Okay? Whenever the negative term is there, we will add O. Whenever the positive one is there, we will add E. Okay, neutral nothing. Right? Getting me? So let me write all the examples which shows on the negative, positive as well as the neutral. Right? See, look over here. I have represented the names. See, if I go for the positive, ligand positive should end with EM. See, generally this one NO2 plus is nitro. Okay? Nitro, this is EM. So the name is nitronium. See, if it is positive one, you have a positive that is ending with EM. That is what I have said, it is ending with EM. If it is negative, it ends with O. This is chlorine, right? So this will be chloro. This one, hydroxo. This one is carbonato. Iodo. See, I minus. It is iodo. This is bromo. This is sulfate. Last name go for O. Sulfato. Oxalato. For oxo. See, the same thing you are writing it, and if you go for this is nitrate. See, any compound which is very light and which is having negative charge. If it carries negative charge, then we will be giving it as O. If it is having positive charge, then we will be giving it as EM. Neutral, nothing. The same compound. If you go for the pH, so this is positive. See, all these things are present in your material. Okay, this is aqua or aquo. This is nitrosil. This is amino. Carbonyl. Thio. Carbonyl. Next, this is thio. Nitrosil. Thio. Nitrosil. So this is the way of naming. And if you go for the generally Cl minus is chloride, chloride. This one is chlorium. Nitrosonium. Hydrogen. See, like this you are having. If the ligand is negative part, you will be adding O to the negative part. Okay? If it is neutral, nothing. If it is positive, you will be adding EM. So, for example of EM, nitronium, NO2 plus, Cl plus is polonium, NO plus is nitrosonium, N2H5 plus is hydrogen. This is pH3 positive, aqua, NO is nitrosil, NH3 is amino, CO is carbonyl, CS is thiocarbonyl, NS is thionitrosil. See, these are the things that you should by heart. You can't do anything with this one. These are the things you should remember. If it is negative, you should add O to the last. If it is positive, you should add EM to the last. If it is neutral, but nothing. So, ligands again, we have classified, right? In bidentate also it will be like that. In tetradentate also. Simply we have talked only with respect to the monodentate ligands. So, it is chloro, hydroxo, nitrito, carbonato, iodo, bromo, sulfato, oxalato, or peroxo. So this is the removing the things. Right? After this, there are some ligands, like bridged ligands. Bridged ligands. Bridged ligands means these are the ligands which links two metals. Suppose there is cobalt, there is one more cobalt, there is one hydroxyl group which is linking like this. Something like this. OH will be having an HP in HP. In HP. See here, OH group, hydroxyl group is present. Okay, it is linking two metals. This is cobalt metal, this is cobalt metal. These two cobalt metals are linked with group called as ligand. So, whenever there is a presence of bridge ligand, you will represent mu hydroxyl. Means mu indicates it is the bridging one. Means it is linking two metals, right? Which is linking bridging one, hydroxyl is linking. Hydroxyl is forming a bridge between two metal atoms. So these ligands are called as bridging ligands, right? And other thing, what I am saying, see if I take the name like cobalt, En, taken twice, NH3. If there is a compound like this, or you can say, if more than one bi or tri or tetra or penta, if more than one, it may be bidentate ligand, it may be tridentate ligand, it may be tetradentate ligand, anything. If more than one ligand are present, then we will add the name called as bis, tris. Okay? Then add name of bis, is, tetrakis, etc. Okay? Getting me? It may be bidentate ligand, it may be tridentate ligand, it may be tetradentate ligand. Not for the monodentate. B. For monodentate, you will be calling. If it is, see, this one. This is example like cobalt En. En is bidentate ligand. Okay, the structure is like this. Already I have said NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2. You will be having one. So one molecule will form two coordinate bonds. See, only one molecule is forming two coordinate bonds, so this is called as bidentate ligand. If you go back to this one, this is monodentate ligand. NH3 is called as monodentate ligand. En it is called as bidentate ligand. See how many monodentate ligands are there? Two. So it is called as bi-amino. Okay. This is bidentate ligand. How many are there? Two are there. This is the formula of En. But you are having En2. Then you can't say bi. You will be adding anything like bis. Okay? Bis, ethyl, amino. Okay. What I want is there is a bidentate ligand. If it is more than one, you will be having this one. Suppose if I say the name like this, CO, EM, we should not go for 3, right? Let us say, for example, EM3 chlorine. See, this is how many are there? Bidentate ligand 3 are there. Then you can't go for tri. Then that is called as tris. If there is monodentate ligand, normal name bi, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, like that. If there is bidentate ligand or tridentate ligand or tetradentate ligand, then you can't go for bi, tri. You will be going for bis, tris, tetrakis, pentakis, hexakis, like this. Like that you will be getting the names. When it is not monodentate ligand. Getting me? Right. These are the rules for naming the coordination compounds. Let us take some examples and solve all the questions. So up to here I think you are clear. Let me First, cationic species. Next, coordination, sphere meaning in that ligand greater than 1 means bi, tri, tetra. This is the thing. Next, more than one ligand. Then what will be the order in alphabetical way? In alphabetical order, you should name that one. Here it is ligand. The same ligand, one number, will be having this one. Next, this one. If ligand is negative, ligand is positive, it will be neutral. This one means M, this one means it will be adding more, neutral means nothing. The same. Okay, if negative species is negative, central atom gets the name of A. See, in coordination theory, the difficulty is in coordination theory. In coordination theory, first you go for ligand, check the number. Afterwards, check for non-dented or bad-dented or present or not. Okay, then we go for the check whether the sphere is cationic species or anionic species. If cationic, nothing, no problem. The change will be in the central atom. If it is negative, then you will be adding the A. Right? Check whether the ligand is bridged or not. Ligand is bridged. If it is bridged, you can go in this way. Or bidentate ligand. For bidentate, tetradentate, you will be having bis, tris, tetradis. This is the way of naming. And the last way is will be getting something like central atom. In bracket, write plus coordination number. Last, you calculate the oxidation state of the central atom and write that oxidation state of the central atom in Romans. In Romans, the coordination number is written beside the central atom. So that is the way of the naming. Let us take some examples with respect to this one and solve the questions. Right? See, look over here. One point that has been left out. This is point of attachment. Point of attachment. See, this is the central metal atom. Coordination space, central metal atom is there. This one is the ligand. Nitro is generally ligand, right? That NO2 is having capacity to link in two ways. One, see, I am showing here. MONO. It can link with O or it can link with N. If it is linked like this, it is called as nitro. And of writing metal N. See, for central atom, nitrogen is attached. The bond is formed between metal and nitrogen. Then that is called as nitro. If it is like this, then this is called as nitrito. See, that is NO2, this is also NO2. But here the linkage is with metal and nitrogen. Here the linkage is between metal as well as oxygen. So you will represent like this. Oh. Metal and oxygen are linked here. In this, metal and nitrogen are linked. If you go for this one is thiocyanate. Right? So what you can say? Yes, metal with yes. This one, there is a linkage, one more way, this only NCS. This is called as isothiocyanate. If there is a name like this, isothiocyanate, then there is a linkage M with N. Here M is linked. M means central metal atom. Here, this is cyanide or cyanide with the metal linked with carbon. Here, metal linked with NC. This is called as isocyano. So metal linked with nitrogen. So based on the linkage, if there is a linkage, nitro means the linkage is between M and O. Here nitro means metal with S. Isothiocyanate, this is the formula of thiocyanate. And if it is any linked here, instead of S linking with metal, if it is any linked with metal, then it is called as isothiocyanate. the linkage in brackets after the metal. Okay, after the metal you write this one. So this is one point, and next we shall go with respect to the examples. So let us take our famous example. First one. Now we are going for positive spaces. Positive means the coordination space is having positive charge. CO NH3 taken 6 times Cl. So try to give the name for this one. So what I have said, first go for the cationic spaces. Cation. These two things. Which is cation? Coordination space is cation. That is not anion. So first write this. CO NH3 taken 6 times. This is plus 3 and 3 Cl minus. This is the condition. Okay. First you do dissection. You make the coordinate complex into two parts. One the cationic part and the other is the anionic part. Right. Now cationic part we should make first. In this ligand we should make. First go for ligand. Ligand which is ligand is amino. How many do we have? 6. So it is hexa means 6 ammonia. This is amino. The name which has been given as amino. I said I will give the list. Today I will say the list. Right? This is hexa amino. This one what? Central atom. Cobalt. You should not go for 8. Don't give 8 because the coordination sphere is having positive charge. If the coordination sphere is having minus 3, you can go for cobalt 8. Okay. So cobalt. Now in brackets you should write the coordination number. What is the coordination number of this one? So this one if you take CO NH3 taken 6 times, this is plus 3. Ammonia, what is the charge? It is 0. So CO means I am taking as this plus this one. 6 times of ammonia is 0. So it is equal to plus 3. So X is equal to plus 3. So the oxidation state of cobalt is 3. Clear? So going for the positive species. Positive species you are having the coordination entity. In coordination entity you are taking the ligand. How many are there? 6 are there. So next it is amino. Next cobalt. Maybe of 8. And going for the oxidation state of the cobalt. Cobalt oxidation state is 3. And you are writing in terms of Roman numbers. And this one is chloride. So don't go for chloro here. You will be getting chloro only whenever it is acting as ligand. Okay, whenever chloro is acting as ligand, then we call it as chloro. Now it is not acting as ligand. It is outside the coordination sphere. So we can call it as chloride. Okay, because it is iron, right? So let me take one more example, right? Platinum. So something like platinum in H3 taken 5 times. This is the molecule. Now again, first go for the dissection. So this one. So what you getting? Platinum NH3 5 plus 3. Clear? This one 3 Cl minus. This is the condition. Now this one is nothing. You are having two things. One ligand is amino. One is chloro. No problem. Alphabetical order A comes first. This one. So how many are there? Penta, amino, chloro. This one is platinum. Go for the coordination, oxidation state. If you take this one, see, Pb, NH3 taken 5 times, chloro plus 3. So platinum is X. This one plus 5 times of A, 5 times of 0. This one plus we are having 1 chloride, 1 time of minus 1 is equal to what? It is plus 3. So X minus 1 is equal to plus 3. X is equal to plus 4. So Chlorine, whenever it is acting as a ligand, it will be getting as chloro. Whenever it is outside the coordination sphere, it is getting as chloride. Right? Let me take one more example. This is the thing. So first I write this molecule. So what are we getting? Platinum, NH is taken 6 times, plus 4 Cl minus. Naming. First one is positive species. This is the element which is positive nature. First you should name that. So positive, how many are there? Amino is present as a ligand. How many ligands are there? Amino, hexaamino, platinum. Go for the oxidation number. Oxidation number means this is platinum, NH is taken 6 times, plus 4. So X plus 6 times of 0 is equal to plus 4. So X is equal to plus 4. So oxidation state is 4. This is chloride. Okay. So this is the way of naming. Let us take one more. AgNH will be taken twice sphere. Okay? Ag. So first species. Break this species. So you will be getting AgNH will be taken twice plus Cl minus. This is the condition. So the anion species. This one. First cation should be named. So diamino silver. Or you can go for argentinum. Anything. Argentinum. What is the coordination number? So oxidation state. So AgX plus 2 times of 0 is equal to plus 1. So X is equal to plus 1. So oxidation state is 1 chloride. Getting? Right. This is the way of naming the compounds, whatever we are having. Let me make one more thing. Cu, En taken twice, something like Cp, En taken twice, SO4. So now break this one into components. So you will be getting Cu, En taken twice, plus 2. This is SO4 minus sulfate. Right? This one first. Okay? First carrier species. Carrier species what you can write? You are having En. En means ethyl diamine. This is the condition. En means ethyl diamine. See, in this di is there. Entire this is equal to En. En is ethyl diamine. Again, you can't write ethyl diamine. So this is the bidentate ligand. What I said, bidentate ligand is present. You should take this. Okay. Whatever you have discussed, those are monodentate. Here NH is monodentate. Okay. Here this is bidentate ligand. Right. So what we have talked as bis. Bis means something dentate ligand is present more than one dentate. So next case bis ethyl diamine. This is the condition. Bis means it is indicating a ligand which is greater than monodentate. Bis En, how many are ethyl diamine is the name? How many are there? 2. Going for copper. What is the oxidation state? So X plus ethyl is 2 times of 0 is equal to plus 2. So what will be copper to sulfate. See, till now whatever we have discussed, those are the names given with respect to the coordination number having the positive charge. Let us discuss some examples which are having the negative charge, right? Okay, students, look over here. There are some more examples like this. You are having 4 examples. So let me explain one example so that you can solve the remaining 4. So if I go for this one, dissociate this one into 2 parts. So what will be getting? So you will be getting 4k plus this one. What is it? Fe, Cn6, here minus 4. So first thing we carry on. So it is potassium, nothing problem. Potassium, let's go for this one. In name the coordinations here, what you should do? You go for the ligands, how many are there? Hexa, Cn means cyano. This one iron. Iron is in positive part or negative part? Negative part. So central atom whenever it is taking negative part, you will be getting 8. So it is ferrate. Go for the oxidation state. Oxidation state, how many are there? Iron is X plus 6 times of cyanide, charge is -1. So it is equal to -4. So X minus 6 is equal to -4, X is equal to +2. So this is the connection. Okay. So the name of this particular complex is potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. Okay. A you are getting because the coordination entity is negative part. In the same way, go for this one. So dissociation. So it is Na plus 2. This is Zn Cl4 -2. See how much positive charge is there, that much negative charge will be getting. Don't get confused with that. I think you are clear with this one. The 2 sodium are there, total charge is 2. This is positive, this is negative. So you can go it as sodium negative part, tetra chloro, this one is zinc. So it is zincate because it is negative part. Go for the oxidation state. Zinc is X, 4 times of chlorine -1 is equal to -2. X minus 4 is equal to -2, X is equal to +2. So it is sodium tetrachlorozincate 2. That is the name of the compound. But if you go for this one, so first one is Na plus Ag Cn taken place. So it is so there are only one charge, right? So this is sodium by cyano, this one argentate. This is 8 by this is negative part. Okay. Go for the oxidation state. X plus 2 times of -1 is equal to -1. X minus 2 is equal to -1. X is equal to +1. So oxidation state is 1. So sodium bicyanoargentate 1. That is the name of the particular compound. This one, go for 2K plus this one H3 I4 minus 2. So 2K plus means you can go for potassium tetra iodo, because I we are having coordinations here, so it is iodo. This one is mercury, so mercurate. Okay, go for this one. So basically this is the entire compound, no charge on the compound, no charge on the compound, because no charge on the compound. So we can go clearly. So it is mercury, it is X plus 4 times of -1, because iron is -1, this is -2. So X minus 4 is equal to -2, X is equal to +2. So you will get oxidation state. This one you can't divide because basically you have got ion here. This is ion. So negative part will be this. So we can go for tetra cyano nickelate. Because it is negative part, go for the oxidation species. You can call it ion. Because we are getting here ion is present. Here there is no ion. All are molecules. So if you go for the oxidation X plus 4 times of -1 is equal to -2. X minus 1 is equal to -2. X is equal to +2. So it is 2. So this is the way of the name of the organic compound. Coordination compounds. Getting me? See, simple. First, when we get any compound, dissociate into cationic part as well as anionic part. But having coordination sphere and the anionic part, the central atom will get A. If it is positive part, no A. It will be directly name itself. Right? This is the condition. And apart from this, if you have anything like this, suppose like this H2 PdCl6, getting me H2 PdCl6 or HAuCl4. See, this is very clear. Now the important thing is, if you dissociate this one, you will be getting 2H plus this one PpCl6 minus 2. Now you can't go for naming of cation. Don't name. If you are having cation as H or H plus, if you are having cation as H plus, then don't go for naming of cation. Then you name this anion itself first. So you are having hexachloro. Generally, what is right? If it is any sodium, what will be writing here? Platinum will be writing. No A now. Generally, negative part is there, central atom is there. Generally, should be taken as platinum. Okay, but in this condition, we will not take A. We will remove this A and remove ic acid. Why means because we are getting H plus from this compound. So this is called as platinic acid. Hexachloroplatinum acid. In bracket the oxidation state. So X plus 6 times of minus 1 is equal to minus 2. So X minus 6 is equal to minus 2. X is equal to 4. So 4 is the oxidation state. See this one. Cation is H plus right? Anion is AuCl4 minus. Now you can't name cation first. Whenever hydrogen is present as the cation, don't name the cation first. Apart from that, everything is cation only first. So in this tetrachloro, this one generally should be R8. Now auric acid. Auric acid. Go for the oxidation state. X plus 4 times of minus 1 is equal to minus 1. X minus 1 is equal to minus 1. X is equal to plus 3. So this is. Getting me? So whenever you are having cation as H plus, then it becomes that metallic acid. Apart from that, everything will be same. This is the way of writing the names. Okay? Right. Once I said some material for you. Once you go through the names as well as the name of the ligands, I will say the name of the ligands is set. So first you prepare what is present in your material. I will say the same. Definitely I will say. Okay? Your material tomorrow will be provided only for the class. You will be having the name of the ligands. Okay? Monodentate, bidentate, negative ligands, positive ligands. After that, bridge ligands, and you open your textbooks as well as your material and practice all the things with respect to the naming whatever that is present. Okay? In this session, we have learned the algebraic naming of the compounds. If you have any doubts, you can ask or you can take that photo